Hey now everyone, it's Steve Severs for Bionic Buzz. We're here in Austin, Texas for Southwest by Southwest. This conference has so many cool things, from amazing technology to movie screenings to tons of live music and so much more. Now before we get started, please give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Now let's go see who we can talk to.
Catherine Eng, co-director.
Awesome. Talk about putting this together and why you chose VR instead of just like a normal documentary.
Right. Well, when we talk about indigenous knowledge systems and indigenous knowledge transfer, a lot of that happens with the oral tradition. And there's a lot of primary source narratives that kind of, there are aspects of it, dimensions of it, that get lost in the shuffle with traditional 2D. The charisma of the speaker, the timing, the pace, like the physicality of being in their presence.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about the project and the subject matter.
So the project is, it's got its start in 2021. So my business partner is a Native American tribal leader, and he has connections in the community, of course. And he and I were talking about creating a cultural app. So he had created a hand game, a little iPhone app for kids to learn a cultural game called Peon. And he had asked me to do maybe like a revamp of it. And so I wanted to, of course, but then I wanted to learn more about the game. And he invited me to a tribal reservation that was having a Peon game. And I'd never been to one before, but it was really magical. I mean, we drove, when you go in San Diego to any of the tribal reservations, it's like an hour, anywhere you go. So we're driving an hour in the dark, and we get out, we're completely disoriented. And there are just these little dots of fire on the horizon, and the smell of sage and smoke, and like these beautiful songs being sung. And then we realized how the game is played. It's a game of dexterity. You're doing something very complicated with your hands. The other team has to kind of guess what you're doing. All the while, you're recounting the songs, the traditional songs, and you can't skip a beat. They'll be able to tell who's holding the peon, right? So it's complicated. But by far, the people who had the most charisma and aplomb delivering the songs were the elders. And it was just beautiful watching them. And you just sort of get the sense that this is something that people need to experience.
Absolutely.
And so then the conversation turned, maybe it's not an iPhone app, maybe it's VR. So that's how it got started.
So this is with the Apple Pro, what's it called again?
Apple Vision Pro.
Apple Vision Pro, thank you. It's so new. What was the challenges of putting that onto it, or is it kind of the same thing?
No, it's definitely more challenging because it's a higher resolution than the other devices. So it's.
This was my first time using one of them. So
oh really?
Cool.
Wow! Yeah. No, it's 8K, of course. So then when you're cutting the footage, when you're editing the footage, when you're processing the footage, anything, it just takes exponentially longer. But really, what's beautiful about it is I think the ability to if you do hit your sweet spot, there's a learning curve for sure, but if you do hit your sweet spot with how are you going to change your normal process of VR for this device, once you figure that out, and we've just about figured it out,
it's a learning curve.
Yes, it is, then I think you can really make magic.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I was showing off here at Southwest by Southwest. Anything in the future people should know about?
Yeah, so this piece is really just a preview of an app that will come out in the spring on the Apple Vision Pro. So we've been talking with Apple, and I think there's a lot of sort of interest in getting Native American stories out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the sort of part of the piece really is how do we interface with our territories around us? Like how do we learn more about the lands around us and really kind of think mindfully about it? And the Apple Vision Pro is like the perfect platform for that.
I definitely learned a lot.
Yeah.
So great job.
Thanks.
Where can people stay up to date, website, social media wise?
Yeah, well, we actually have, I think, link.OurWorlds.io. Just go to our website, OurWorlds.io, and you would be able to find it. We also have an Instagram, OurWorlds.xr, and we have information about the app there. And certainly people can see trailers and things on desktop, on the iPhone, etc.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking your time to talk to me. Keep up the amazing work.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it very much.